All right, ladies and gentlemen, the new Toy Story 4 movie trailer is here. I love Toy Story. All the Toy Stories collectively are on my top 10 favorite films of all time list. I know people have their criticisms. I don't care. If you don't know, Toy Story is a movie. It's the very first fully computer animated film. At least that's what we're told by the man. On my podcast, The Inner Tube, you should check it out. It's me and my friend Josh, and we talk about all kinds of media-related content. I often will talk about Toy Story. Here's the thing about Toy Story. It could have easily been a gimmick, you know? And it was a gimmick to a degree. But the people behind it, Pixar, were so smart and genius. They decided, yes, it's a big accomplishment that we're making the first fully computer animated film, but beyond that, we're gonna make a good story. We're gonna make a great film, and we're gonna use the technology that we have in our favor. We're only able to make things that look like plastic. Let's just make a story about, an awesome story about toys, and perfect for merchandising. That's what's amazing. The movie, like everything falls in line perfectly. It works well financially, but that wasn't even it doesn't feel like that was the goal. Like, obviously the goal is to make money when you're doing a job, but they went to infinity and beyond. So smart to get Tom Hanks and Tim Allen to voice these characters. You get sucked into this world that even going back, even though there's, the human characters look funky, there's a lot of moments. That dog, it's still awesome. It's still a fun, enjoyable ride. So I love Toy Story 2. I remember going to see it with my mom and sister, cracked up when he's like, "No, Buzz, I am your father." That was so funny to me. Looking back, that's not the funniest joke in the movie, but I just remember cracking up. I think I wasn't expecting it for some reason. Looking back now at it, I'm like, that was kind of, what else were they gonna say there? Toy Story 3, also loved.
It's so sad, it gets too dark.
I don't care. It was always dark. It was always a little bit more than just a kid's story. The new trailer, trailer 2, is out. Maybe I'm releasing this today, maybe tomorrow, but it's out this week. You guys aren't like,
Kevin, quick, get the trailers out.
If I have any predictions, I haven't even read anything about what this movie's gonna be. When we left off, the toys had been handed down. Andy was going off to college, and he gives the toys to this little girl. Hey, you can have them now. They're your toys. And then we also got that short, and that was funny. Somehow they know how to make these characters work. I'm guessing what's gonna happen is somebody's gonna get lost, and they're gonna have to go on an adventure to find that somebody, and then they're gonna find them, and they're going to have a lot of fun along the way. And isn't that what it's all about? And I bet there's gonna be a bad toy somewhere along the way, isn't there? Isn't there? There might even be a good toy that becomes a bad toy. That seems to be a thing. And somebody isn't gonna know that they're a toy, and he's gonna have to say, "You are a toy." Here we go.
Woody? Why am I alive? You are a toy.
And you are a sad, strange little man. This little girl, she's relentlessly cute. They do that on purpose with those big, huge eyes.
Oh, precious, their little cute haircut.
Why am I alive?
It's a little weird to get into the rules of the sentientness of toys. When does toy life begin? That's the question that they're having to address, I guess. As soon as the kid starts playing with it, is that when it becomes alive? Or is it whenever the arms are put on? No, because Mr. Potato Head, if a toy sits around long enough on the shelf and a kid doesn't play with it, is it still a toy? I don't like it. Now that you bring it up, I don't like that they're getting into this. Boy, I need to get in. I'm 5 seconds in, but it's a little weird to bring up. It's a little midichlorian-y.
You belong to Bonnie.
Why is it also in this universe that everybody writes their name on the foot of their toys? I would have gotten in so much trouble if I did that.
Woody, I have a question. Well, actually not just one. I have all the questions.
Oh, good. The dinosaur is the girl from Bob's Burgers.
Who wants to go on a road trip?
Me!
Vacation! You need help with that? No, I got it.
It's kind of like South Park, where there's the little subtle reminders every now and then that, hey, by the way, these are toys.
We all have to make sure nothing happens to Forky.
I mean, there's a certain level of charm that doesn't appear in any other studio. I mean, just think about if DreamWorks had made this movie.
All right, so all the kids are on their iPads. They are not playing with toys anymore, so it's a crisis. It's a crisis.
I'm glad they're not getting into that.
Change of plans.
It's also a credit to them how they don't try to update these characters in ways that don't make sense, in a way where they look better. Like, this looks way better, of course, but still reminiscent, and you still look at that and say, oh yeah, that's Buzz. But yet you can tell this doesn't look like it was made in 1995.
Buzz, Bo, Rex, Potato Head.
Hey, watch it, buddy.
Where do we
Let's go save a spork.
On my way, Woody!
We know that doesn't work, remember? So why is he knows now.
Canada's greatest stuntman.
He's posing.
One more.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Woody'll save me. I've known that guy my whole life. 2 days.
Is that how we look on the inside? There's so much fluff. Bonnie needs Forky.
Aw, Sheriff Woody always coming to the rescue.
Just make a new Forky.
That's gonna be quite a jump for you and Duke.
For me, let's kaboom.
Do they make it? Do they make it? It's so reminiscent of the last episode of Woody's Roundup. Maybe that's where the movie ends. That would be quite the callback.
How do we get that key?
What about the old plush rush?
There you go.
It's interesting because this old lady looks more like somebody from Up.
Where did you two come from?
Well, we're not doing that.
It looks fun. I mean, this is just Finding Nemo, isn't it? It's an odyssey, if you will. All the Toy Stories are this. But just because you can dissect what a movie is doesn't mean the movie's bad. Obviously, the fear is always for things to go overboard. Pixar is very bad at making trailers. Toy Story 3 looked awful in the trailers, and then I saw it and I was like, wow, that was so great. Wow! They really pulled through. So this could be fun. I'm excited about it. I'll see it. I guess it's kind of like Star Wars, like J.J. Abrams' Star Wars. George Lucas was very blatant. He's like, we will not be doing another Star Wars movie. And so when Disney bought it, then they're like, we're gonna do them all. We're gonna do so many Star Wars movies. When I saw J.J. Abrams' Star Wars, which I liked, I just was happy that there was a real good-looking, solid Star Wars movie out. In the same way, I'm not like, oh, this better be good or else I'm never watching a Toy Story movie again. I think it's gonna be just great. I'm excited about seeing the characters again. I'm excited about hanging out with them, going on an adventure, hearing some jokes, meeting some new people, and in the end, learning a little bit about myself and a little bit about Sporky. You know what? It's a win-win. It's a win for people who just enjoy these movies and just go and enjoy them. And I bet you it's gonna have so much for the CinemaSins people to make fun of. So everybody wins. There we go. That's all I gotta say about that. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, be sure to like and subscribe. I think I've never asked people to do that. That's my problem. That's why my channel's so small. No, it's not small. People will say that in the comments. They're like,
Kevin, how come I wish your channel was bigger. How come it's not bigger?
I'm like, what? This is way bigger than I thought it was ever going to be. But if you want to support the show, if you feel that way, just go ahead and give to my Patreon, and I promise that will help make the show bigger. Money makes the world go round. Check out some of these people who pledged to my Patreon. I really appreciate it. And that's all I gotta say. Talk to you later. Good night.